Hey everyone, if you believe the future isn't distant but being built now, you've come to the right place. Science is no longer confined to sterile labs or dense academic papers. It has escaped, reshaping our world, challenging perceptions, and laying the groundwork for the next chapter of civilization. It drives everything from the device in your hand to medical treatments that could save your life. In the next few minutes, we explore the bleeding edge, 3 recent breakthroughs. We'll journey across 3 interconnected frontiers: quantum technology, immune system breakthroughs, deep, unexplored ocean life. Quantum. A new kind of computer just did a task that would leave today's fastest supercomputers in the dust for years. Immune. A revolutionary discovery in our bodies just earned a Nobel Prize and could rewrite how we fight cancer and autoimmune disease. Ocean. Scientists are still finding creatures that look like science fiction. One breakthrough involves a machine that literally outraces today's most powerful supercomputers by a staggering margin. These discoveries will define the opportunities and challenges of your lifetime. They will influence the careers you pursue, the businesses you might build, and the health of our planet. The future is unfolding before our eyes. Let's get started. Imagine the fastest computer you can think of. Now, picture the most powerful supercomputer on Earth, a behemoth like the Frontier supercomputer. These machines are the Usain Bolts of computation, the absolute peak of classical engineering. But what if, instead of sprinting across the stadium, a computer could simply teleport from the starting line to the finish? That isn't a line from a sci-fi blockbuster anymore. As of late 2025, that is the reality. This monumental shift comes courtesy of Google's Quantum AI Lab. A landmark paper in Nature announced a breakthrough that sent shockwaves through tech. They developed a quantum algorithm nicknamed Quantum Echoes and ran it on their 65-qubit Willow processor. The quantum processor finished the calculation in just over 2 hours versus an estimated 3.2 years on Frontier. That's roughly a 13,000x speed up. Let that sink in for a moment. The answer lies in the bizarre, counterintuitive rules of quantum mechanics. Classical computers use a straightforward binary language of ones and zeros. A bit is either on or off, but quantum computers are a different beast. A quantum bit, or qubit, can exist in a state of superposition. This means it can be a 0 or a 1 or both at the same time. The second, and perhaps even more magical, property is entanglement. When 2 qubits become entangled, their fates are intrinsically linked, no matter how far apart they are. It allows the machine to create complex, interwoven computational states, where the information capacity grows exponentially with each additional qubit. The specific problem Google's quantum computer solved is known as an out-of-time order correlator, or OTOC. It's a bit like dropping a spoonful of dye into a turbulent river. The Quantum Echoes algorithm simulates this process and then, remarkably, attempts to reverse it, creating an echo of the initial state. This type of simulation is a nightmare for classical computers. The number of interactions and possible states in a quantum system increases exponentially. What makes this achievement particularly significant is that the algorithm is verifiable. It proves that the quantum advantage being demonstrated is real, and not just a fluke. Even in this noisy early stage, the promise of quantum advantage is a doorway to revolutions in multiple fields. One of the most exciting areas is in materials science and chemistry. Imagine creating a new catalyst that could efficiently pull carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere, or a material that could superconduct electricity at room temperature. Another major area is optimization. A quantum computer could find optimal solutions that are simply out of reach for classical algorithms. And then there's cryptography. A large, fault-tolerant quantum computer could theoretically break this encryption with ease. This breakthrough accelerates the race to develop and deploy these next-generation security protocols. For anyone in their 20s and 30s, this news isn't just an interesting headline. It's a signal of a coming technological tide. If you're into coding, AI, or data science, starting to learn the basic principles of quantum computing now could give you a massive head start. While your future phone is unlikely to have a quantum processor inside it, it will almost certainly connect to quantum computers in the cloud. So that's the future of tech. But what about the future of our own health? That's where our second breakthrough hits. It just earned its authors the highest prize in medicine. What if your immune system isn't just fighting germs? It's rebuilding the way we treat autoimmune diseases and cancer. This is a breakthrough so profound that it earned its pioneers, Mary Brunkow, Fred Ramsdell, and Shimon Sakaguchi, the 2025 Nobel Prize in Medicine. What stops the immune system from making mistakes? What prevents this powerful army of killer cells from turning on our own healthy tissues? The answer, it turns out, is immune tolerance, maintained by these very security guards, regulatory T cells, or TREGs for short. In the early 1980s, the Japanese immunologist Shimon Sakaguchi was conducting experiments on mice. He found that if he removed a specific population of T cells from a mouse, the animal would suddenly develop a host of severe autoimmune diseases. When he transferred those same cells back into the sick mouse, the autoimmune diseases vanished. The mouse was cured. Working at the biotech company Celltech, a team including American scientists Mary Brunkow and Fred Ramsdell was investigating a rare genetic disorder called IPEX syndrome. After painstaking genetic analysis, they found it. The culprit was a gene they named FOXP3. He and his team proved FOXP3 was not just involved in the disease, it was the master switch that tells a developing T cell to become a regulatory T cell. It provided a unified theory for two seemingly opposite problems: autoimmune diseases and cancer. Imagine if instead of harsh chemo, you had a therapy that instructs your immune system to fix itself. Scientists are experimenting with taking a patient's own blood, isolating their TREGs, expanding them by the billions in a lab, and reinfusing them as a potent living medicine. This breakthrough isn't just a win for patients, it's a massive green light for innovation and opportunity in the biotechnology sector. Solving these problems will require not just brilliant scientists, but process engineers, data analysts, and business strategists. Perhaps the most inspiring aspect of this breakthrough is the vision it offers for a more humane future for medicine. And finally, we go from your body to the ocean depths. Deep below the waves, in near complete darkness, we found a shark that glows, and a teeny crab we never knew existed. The ocean still holds secrets. We have mapped the surface of the Moon and Mars with greater detail than we have our own ocean floor. Scientists from CSIRO discovered two new species off Western Australia, a tiny porcelain crab and a bioluminescent lantern shark. The deep ocean is one of Earth's last frontiers. Finding a glow-in-the-dark shark means new biology, possibly new biochemistry, new materials. The lantern shark is bioluminescent, with light produced by photophores on its belly and flanks. By matching the glow of its underside to the dim light from above, the lantern shark can effectively render itself invisible. Each new bioluminescent creature is a living laboratory of novel chemistry that can lead to new medicines or inspire new technologies. The porcelain crab is about 15 millimeters in length, opalescent white-yellow in color, and lives symbiotically with sea pens. The sea pen provides the crab with a safe perch. In return, the crab likely helps keep the sea pen clean. Destroying a forest of sea pens doesn't just eliminate one species, it can cause the collapse of an entire community of organisms. We cannot protect what we do not know exists. Researchers estimating up to 600 new species still waiting to be described. For you, the 2035 crowd, this means opportunities in conservation tech, biotech, adventure, even new storytelling content niches. It also shows there are still wild unknowns, and you could build part of that story. So there you have it. Tech, body, earth, ocean. 3 breakthroughs that feel futuristic today and could be everyday tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out and diving into the future with me. These breakthroughs aren't just for scientists in labs. They're for your future, your hustle, your curiosity. If you found this interesting, hit like and subscribe if you're all about future tech and big science. Comment below. Which of these 3 blew your mind most? Quantum computers, immune system secrets, glow-in-the-dark shark? Also, if you could pick one area you'd like me to dig into next, tech, medicine, environment, drop it. I'll pick the best and we'll go deeper. Catch you in the next video. Like and subscribe for more information.